All right, they're back again. And this time, I finally got a pair. Yo, what's good guys? My name's Chris. Welcome back to the official WearTesters.com YouTube channel. Today we got a detailed look and review on these bad boys right here. This is the Air Jordan 4 Thunder. The shoe originally debuted in 2006. They retroed for the first time in 2012, and now they're back again for 2023, and I'm here for it, man. This is really, really cool. First things first though, they did switch up the box a little bit. So this one is a, I don't know what you call these, it's like a regular box. It's got the cement print, or not the cement print, but the splatter print all over there. You got the Flight logo on the top. I think it's really dope. However, it's a little bit different than the Lightnings that retroed. The Lightnings came in an Air Jordan 4 style box, but colored up a little bit differently. I do wish that these came in this, not this specific box, but like this color of this box, just because I think that it would have matched a little bit better, would have been a little bit cooler to me personally. But having the set now is so, like, as a sneaker guy, like, this is dope, man. Like, I'm just like trying not to piss myself.
Alrighty then.
But yeah, look at these. These are gorgeous, right? Right? No?
I'm glad that you're happy.
Wow, that hurts a little bit.
That I'm glad that you're happy.
That I know that you're saying that because you think that they're boo-boo. She said that the other day to me, and I was like, man, what the hell? What was it about? The Foamposites?
Probably.
Yeah. She's never described anything as boo-boo before, so it threw me off.
I was quoting you.
Oh, is that what you were doing? You were mocking me?
A good mock is so subtle they don't even realize that they're being mocked.
I instantly realized. I said I did a double take, you threw me off. Okay, so not as good as you thought. Now, like I was saying before, the shoe itself originally released in this colorway alongside the Lightnings back in 2006. At that time, it was actually a Jumpman23.com exclusive, which I think is really cool because that was a weird time in like sneaker history. Like, I didn't get either of the pairs. What I ended up with, believe it or not, and you guys are gonna think I'm weird, was the black stealth Air Jordan 15s. That was the Jumpman23.com release that I was going after.
Yeah.
So yeah, I pass on those M&M 2s. They were sitting for so long. They're so expensive now. I'll never be able to get a pair of those things.
It's okay, you have those winterized ones that look almost exactly the same.
Oh no, I got rid of those.
Well, you had those winterized ones that looked almost exactly the same.
And those were the Air Jordan 4s. I was talking about the M&M 2s.
Well,
it's a different
wasn't there some
shoe.
M&M 4s?
There was.
Okay.
Yeah, there's actually a couple of them. There was the blue one, and then there was the remade blue one that wasn't as good as the original, and then there was the black one.
Now, for all the people out there who don't know the history of Jordan, do you think they're wondering if we're talking about the candy or the wrapper? Because fun fact, there is a candy version. Of the
Air Jordan 2, it was the candy pack, and it was a red one, there was a green one, and there was a yellow one. You might be able to insert the blue one if you wanted to. It was the UNCs, but they were a little bit different, but we're getting super, super sneaker nerdy, so I'm gonna just keep on moving. I wonder if like somebody literally pulled all the weird shit I know about shoes out of my brain, like if they'd be able to write some kind of cool book.
I thought you were gonna say wrap it around the world 5 times.
I don't know if there's that much. I don't think there's that. You might be able to cross state line, but I don't think you're wrapping around the world. That'd be crazy. Like barely made it to Nevada. You know what I mean? Be like, whew, got it.
Pretty sad we're not that far from Nevada.
That was the joke. Glad you got that. That was mocking. Just to wrap it full circle, you know what I mean?
Around the world 5 times.
Around the world, just once. But anyways, with that Jumpman23.com release, there was exclusive apparel. I think that's what may have jacked up the prices and stuff like that, because I think retail at the time was around the $200 to $250 mark. I can't actually remember, but if you do, please leave the comment down below because I love that stuff. And then there was the 2012 retro of the shoe. I passed on those on purpose because they didn't look right. Not the overall look, it was that they made a few changes, one of which was the shape of the shoe, which I just didn't love. And then the second thing was that they changed up this little bottom crown or lace net or whatever, like eyelet thing, where these little triangle pieces that stick out from there are supposed to be there. And for whatever reason, the 2012 era of the Air Jordan 4s didn't have those. It was just a weird V. I didn't love that. It was like one of my only nitpicks outside of the shape and stuff was like, hey, can you put that back? Because like it doesn't look right.
Put that thing back where it came from, also help me.
Kind of like when I see the Jordan 9 and the Jumpman's facing the heel instead of the toe. It's just not right. Now the outsole is a typical Air Jordan 4 outsole. It's just all blacked out. Obviously we got a little bit of color at the pivot point, which I think is cool. We've got the white Jumpman down there. Also cool, I guess. I don't really care actually. It was just the bottom of the shoe. The traction pattern itself is something that I think is more important, and that is multi-directional herringbone, which I just think is really cool. This is the first model to feature herringbone within the Air Jordan Legacy line. The midsole itself is polyurethane, and unfortunately it's nowhere near as comfortable as what they used on the Nike SB Air Jordan 4s. That shoe is so fucking comfortable, I can't even tell you. Well, I'm trying to. It's really comfortable. These are not. These just feel like regular 4s. I really wish that going forward that we get that shape, that level of comfort, that level of craftsmanship, that level of material quality. Man, those SBs were really dope. Now inside the midsole is a 4-foot encapsulated air sole unit, and then in the rear we have a visible air sole unit. And then the materials that they use are all nubuck. This is synthetic nubuck, so it's not like the Lightnings, where those were actually remade and redone in a more premium package than the original, which is really dope. This one right here, it just feels like synthetic everything, so it feels closer to Durabuck than anything else. I do think that it looks fine, it looks good. Definitely not the greatest quality as far as like, you know, quality materials used, but the craftsmanship, at least on my pair, is way better than like those Bread Thunders or whatever the fuck they were called. The Red Thunders? I don't even know what they were called. They look the same, but instead of yellow, it was red. Mine came just not good. But again, the materials are just kind of whatever. If you like the original release and you liked the 2012 retro, then you will probably like this one too. I will say though that the yellow just pops off the black way better than whatever color red that they use on those Red Thunders. I want to say that those were like crimson or something like that, like not quite red. But either way, this looks really, really cool. I really like it. I'm, again, really happy to finally have a pair. Patience eventually pays off. I even love the way that the material underneath the netting looks, just really pops and everything like that. It's just a nice little like thin mesh. It's supposed to be breathable. I think we talked about this not too long ago. I don't remember which Jordan 4 release, but it was the first one where they were like, oh yeah, let's add ventilation to the shoe. So not only did they add it to the side panels, but they also added it down the entire tongue, which is awesome. Like performance feature, it's functional, it also looks cool. Tinker's a genius. The tongue is probably just my favorite part. I really love this Flight logo, dude. Like I can't even tell you how awesome this is. I love seeing it both on shoes and their apparel. I just think that it looks amazing. It looks real 80s, real 90s, all at the same time. I just absolutely love it. The only thing that could have made this better if there was splatter print somewhere, but even then that would have thrown it off from the original release, so I'm glad that they didn't do something like that. Although maybe it would have been cool if it was like invisible ink, like with a flash or a black light or something. I don't know, something weird. It'd be like a cool little Easter egg or something. Now, as far as sizing is concerned, they do fit true to size. However, if you have a wide foot or you know right off the bat that that little hump right there is a pinky toe killer, you might want to go up half a size. For me personally, true to size works best. I really hope that everybody that wants a pair of these is finally able to get them. Again, it's the 3rd time that they've released and I'm finally able to get a pair, so I know how it is, I know how it feels. So if you're like me, I'm really hoping that you get to have this experience with me, because I feel awesome right now. Like this feels great, you know what I mean? Like finally getting some. I'm not gonna call them a grail, but I've definitely wanted these for a very long time. But with all that being said, sound off below and let us know what you think about this release down below in the comment section. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for being here. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe button. It really helps us out. Hit the notification bell if you want to. Leave comments because, you know, algorithm and all that. But thank you guys for everything that you guys do for us. We really, really appreciate it. We will catch you on the next one. So until then, have a good one.